Dude, I think a Cybertruck looks like a regular car in a Halloween costume. A Cybertruck looks like a regular car was like, I want to be a robot. Okay, good. I'm glad it's been nice. It's been nice these past couple days, right? It's good. It's not as hot as it was. It reminds me of fall back east. I'm from the East Coast, and it's nice. I like when it feels like fall. That is good. It's mostly Cybertruck stuff from here on out. I moved here 11 years ago from Connecticut, and there's still things I miss from the East Coast. Does anybody move here from way far away? Transplant people? Where did you move here from? New York. New York. Awesome. Same. Connecticut's a town outside of New York. Anybody else? Where'd you move here from? Connecticut?
No, I'm from Germany.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. Man, everyone's here. Man, everyone is represented. That's perfect. We got the German guy, we got everybody else. Is there anything you miss from Germany that you haven't found here in Los Angeles yet?
There's no snow here.
There's no snow here. Yeah, dude, that's a great observation. I miss that very much. One of the things I missed the most, I couldn't find a good bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich when I moved here. I would go to the deli and I'd be like, can I get a bacon, egg, and cheese? And they'd be like, I don't know. And I said all the stuff. Just do what I said. And they have their own version. It's fancier. They have, they call it a breakfast sandwich, and it normally has some type of a garnish on it. And an aioli. Are you familiar with aioli? It's like rich guy mayonnaise. And I didn't know I ordered a breakfast sandwich. The first time I bit into it, I just got a mouthful of aioli, and I was like, you gotta warn us. I've never had more empathy for women than in that. It's like, you gotta say something. Is that what it's like? I don't want your unannounced rich guy mayonnaise on my mouth. I miss sarcasm. I feel like people on the East Coast are a lot more sarcastic than they are around here. You guys have a good sense of humor, but it's not the same. I look for it in people. I remember when we were moving out of our last apartment into our new apartment, my wife goes to the movers, which are just 3 giant Russian guys. She goes, we need to be out of this place and into our new place in 3 hours. Could we do that? What do you think about that? That's how much money we have. And one of the Russian guys goes to the other Russian guy. He goes, 3 hours. Maybe if magic happens. And I was like, good. That is good. I love knowing that guy has maybe 6 phrases in his back pocket to survive in a new country. And one of them is, maybe if a magic were to happen. I love that. Anybody have anything else they miss? Do you miss anything? Do you live here now, or are you just visiting?
No, I live here.
You live here. Do you miss anything specific from New York? Puerto Rican people? Jamaican people. Dominican people. Yeah. He's like, no, not Jamaican people. You can find, if you look, you could find them. I miss having straight friends. You guys ever do those? You ever have those? I miss it, dude. All my gay friends vastly outnumber my straight friends. I don't know when that happened, but the ratio is off. And they took me to the parade. They took me to Gay Guy Parade. And it was fun. I had a cool, fine time. Not a lot of notes coming from me. I do think I didn't super need to be there. If I'm being honest, I think there were too many straights at the gay parade. I don't think we need to go to everything. Not that allies are important. I think a gay guy needs a straight ally, like a band needs a bass player. I think it's good. You're doing a good job. You're being support, but you turn it down and you go over there. And you don't dress up like the lead singer and dance around. That's the lead singer's thing. When the bass player starts dressing like the lead singer, you're like, okay, Jeff, fucking take it easy. And I'm not gay, but I was called gay every day in high school, so I did celebrate. I still get called gay sometimes. I got called gay recently for having a bidet. Do we think having a bidet is gay? No. Thank you. Jury's still out. Dude, if having a bidet is gay, I'm the gayest guy. That's my favorite place I've ever sat down. The pressure on that shit it's alarming, dude. I took the governor off. The pressure is, I'm like Iron Man. I come up a little bit. That's how I get food out of my back teeth late at night. That's how the bidet is. I love that thing, dude. I have a travel bidet now. That's how gay I am. Did you even know they made those? Dude, they recharge USB-C. It's beautiful. German engineering, probably, if I'm guessing. I'm just guessing. But it's great. That's the same technology as your phone, player. Sometimes it goes off in my bag when I'm going through TSA, and I gotta be like, it's not weird, it's for my ass. Yeah, so just some things I'm noticing. Some new things to get used to. I've never been to a Red Robin until I moved out here. You guys like Red Robin?
No.
Yeah? What's your name?
Simon.
Simon. And what's your name?
Taiwan.
Okay, one of you is gonna like this joke, and one of you is not gonna like it. Fuck Red Robin. Sorry, Simon. You know which one you are now. I did not like Red Robin. Last time I went, I got mad several different times. You walk into this place, and they got these really arrogant signs all over that place. The wooden signs say gourmet burgers. That word used to mean something. Gourmet used to be like sophisticated palate, connoisseur of good food. That's not Red Robin. Red Robin's like a Wendy's that you could be at for longer. It's like a Wendy's with cushions on the bench. They have all-you-could-eat fries. That's their thing. I'm like, that's gourmet? It's all-you-could-eat fries? They come around, they refill your fries like it's water. Like, you want more fries? That's all you could eat. I'm like, all you can eat until what? Till I shit my pants in this weird Wendy's? No thanks, bud. No thank you. While we were there, I was there with my wife, and I have a wife. I have one wife. Thank you so much. So important. So important for me to have one wife. And we were there, and there was a girl behind us telling a story to her group of friends, and she kept using the phrase, "come to find out." And she said it too many times, and I got upset. She said it 5 or 6 times, and that's too many. And you don't need to say the phrase, "come to find out," when you're telling a story. You go ahead and tell the story. A story is a collection of things you've come to find out. But now I'm invested in this fucking story, right? And she keeps going, "my house is infected with lizards." That was the story. I got this fucking house, and now it's all infected with lizards. It's like, infected, dude? Somebody coughed lizards into your house? And I couldn't help myself. I turned around and I said, "I can't wait until you come to find out." That's not... You used that word, dude. So like I said, I was there with my wife. I have this one wife. And I love her very much. She is very funny. She gave me this haircut, for example. Thank you. Dude, my wife gives me this haircut, and then she goes, "you look like you sell fentanyl to YouTubers." So thank you. Cool of you to laugh and clap at that. And we're from the East Coast. That's what kind of relationship we have. We tease each other all the time. Do you guys have that? Do you tease each other back and forth? At times. That's a polite way of saying no. We don't do that. We think your relationship is struggling, but you're taping your thing, so yeah. It's great, dude. I love her so much. She's good at making fun of me because she's fast. She's quick. I'm not quick like that. I think of shit to do and say afterwards. So I decided that night that I was going to go home and spit in her 23andMe. I was like, that'll be my thing. That's 23 and us now, Playboy. I've just been waiting by the mailbox for the results. And they're like, you think you're so cool? Well, it says here you're fucking your cousin, so you're gross. Actually gross, turns out. I love her very much. We're thinking about getting back into sex. Yeah, go ahead and clap it up if you ever heard about. If you know anything about sex, go ahead and put those hands together. We're thinking about getting back into sex, me and her. And I'll let you guys know how it turns out. I'm excited. I'm hopeful. I used to be so cool at sex. I used to do all the cool sex stuff. I used to have one-night stands. I used to talk dirty to girls. I used to be like, yo. You remember, you've done it. Talking dirty is so funny, man. Talking dirty in your 20s, you like say wacky, crazy shit. I can't believe I said all that cool, wacky, crazy shit. And now I'm 39. I'm like one of those interviews you see with Mike Tyson on Facebook. That's like, I used to be a warrior. That's me. That's one of the funniest things about sex, dude. Another funny thing about sex is that everyone in the world has their own individual orgasm noise. You ever think about that? Everyone you've ever seen, everyone in this room right now, go ahead and take a look to your left and right. Simon? Everyone in this room right now has their own individual orgasm sound. And now is about the time where I ask the front two rows. I would be super interested in yours if we're being honest. I used to ask the front two rows what the orgasm sound was, and then I stopped because people aren't super forthcoming with that information. But there was a guy a couple weeks ago sitting about where you're sitting who looks at me dead in the eyes, and he goes, I don't say shit. And I was like, that's not good. That's terrifying. Imagine you're fucking that guy, and he's like, baby girl, I'm so close. Everyone in the world has their own individual orgasm sound, and there's no way to know what that sound is until it's happening. There's no conversation you have on your first date that's like, heads up, this will be the sound that I'm making. There's no way to know. That's how you use the phrase come to find out, by the way. Anyone have any good news recently? You get any good news? Good. You got something?
I started a new job.
You started a new job. That's great, everyone. Congratulations. Man, do I wish you were in a better lit area for this conversation. This very natural conversation. What's the job?
Social work.
Nice, good person, I learned. Anybody else have a good person job? No? Pieces of shit? Cool hat guy, do you have a cool job?
I put things in people's mouths for a living.
Yeah, see, that's kind of what I'm talking about. Dude, no follow-up. No follow-up questions. That's great, dude. I love hearing about other people's good news, so thank you for sharing that. I've been kind of on the lookout for good news. There's a lot of bad news. It's all in my phone. So I look through my phone for the good news. I'm like, this is where all the bad news is, so got to be in there somewhere. And I found this story about how there was a woman who had a heart attack on a plane recently. But somehow, by the grace of God, there were 40 cardiologists on the flight with her. Isn't that crazy? It's like, who's on the ground, you know? And I just started thinking about the flight attendant during that emergency situation, being like, hey, is there a doctor? Is anyone a doctor? And then fucking 40. If I was the flight attendant, I'd be like, this is too much. You guys are fucking with me. You're obviously fucking with me. This is not the time. And you're not gonna raise your hand. That's like $400,000. Asking follow-up questions. Okay, everybody keep your hands up. Who is the best? Who's the most Asian one? That's what I would say. Anyway, that woman died. So there's too many. That's too many cardiologists. So search for good news continues, Dolly guy. I found a lost bird poster the other day, and then I found a found bird poster. That's good news. Somebody found the bird. Somebody was like, come here, and then it did. Lost bird poster is funny. That's the amount of confidence you have to live in LA. That's the amount of hope. No, I'll put a poster up. This will work out. One of my new favorite things, I take walks all the time, and one of my new favorite things is the little marquees outside of churches. You guys go to church? Anybody go to church still? Yeah. You like going to church?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Do you have a marquee outside of your church?
Yes.
Has it ever said anything cool? They have these, well, you know, maybe give them some encouragement. I like the idea of a marquee outside of church. It makes me think God has a little marketing team. It's like, come on, guys, how do we get people in here? And it's like really open-minded and nice. It'll say like, come as you are. And that is kind of nice. Or it'll say like, God can handle your doubt. And that's nice. If you're like an atheist, you can go there and you could say the sign, you said. There's none that have gotten me yet, but one did say pancake breakfast, and that one almost got me. Every Sunday? Fuck yeah, God. I think for LA, you gotta make them a little sassier. If I was on that team, I'd be like, God doesn't even want you here, really. Half the people I know in LA would be like, fuck you, yeah, I'll be the best Christian that there ever was. I'll show him. Fuck yeah, dude. Any Gen Z in here? You guys seem like an older. One Gen Z. Nice. How are you? You could point to somebody else to defer it if you'd like. Shared. You're both Gen Z. Look at that. You both belong to the same generation. That's special. Look around. You might find some other people who belong to the same generation as you. You never know what could happen at these things. Are you having a good time? Yeah? Yeah, I mean, not here specifically right now. I just mean like in your, the age that you are and the times.
I'm alive.
Do you like being a Gen Z?
Not really.
No. Why?
I feel like we're just turning into the new millennials that people pick on.
Yeah, isn't that the worst, turning into the new millennials? Like, more of us. More of us. Everyone lives outside. Dude, I'm sick of this intergenerational warfare. I think it's boring. I think it's kind of a hack thing to do. I don't like when the generations don't like each other. I don't like that we hate boomers. I don't like that Gen Z hates on millennials. So tough. Nice socks. I don't like it. I want to wear my cool ankle socks. And I used to participate in that shit. I used to think your whole generation was soft as fuck. So I have a couple Gen Z friends, and they're always worried about something. I have a Gen Z friend that's like, watch out, the sun's gonna explode, watch out. Like, that's what we do when the sun explodes, we watch out. Like, okay. They always have anxiety. I have this friend who really would love to get into weed, but he won't go to the dispensary because he has anxiety about going to the dispensary. And I'm like, that's not how you're doing it wrong. It was so much tougher when we as millennials tried to buy weed. You just had to be in some random car in a parking lot at 4 o'clock in the morning. Be like, man, please be the right Honda Civic. You know, I was like, what do you have anxiety about? Using your debit card in the daylight, you piece of shit? Go to the dispensary. All the lights are on. There's a lobby. They're playing Third Eye Blind. There's a little fountain. It's good. It's a nice place. So I used to think that you guys were soft as fuck. I was like, why? You got all the good stuff. You got all the good technology. You could edit text now. That's made me a better friend, better husband. Never missed a birthday, turns out. You guys got VR? You do VR yet? It's nice. You guys should check it out. That's like your shit. That's a very Gen Z thing is to have. Dude, I remember as a millennial going to the mall and getting my first cell phone and being like, hey, here's your Nokia. Don't put it in your pocket. You'll be dead in 10 minutes. You put this phone in your pocket. And then with VR, Gen Z is like, let's put our laptops on our eyes. And just see. Maybe we would just see. So I used to think that you guys were soft as shit, but a couple things have happened to help me turn that around a little bit. I saw, during one of my walks, I saw a Gen Z girl get into a minor fender bender car accident with an older lady. And they both rolled down their window, and the first thing the Gen Z girl says is, honestly, we did not slay this, she said. And I was like, okay, I love you guys. That's the hardest shit I ever heard somebody say after a car accident. Honestly, we did not slay this. Is that what you tell Geico? Is that what you tell insurance? Hey, it says Geico, what happened? I can tell you what did not happen. We did not slay, mama. Okay, do you want us to send someone? Is the car total? No, the car is total, but the vibes remain immaculate. So pretty good. So I don't bully the younger generation. I try not to bully anyone. That's not completely true. I like to bully the bullies. I was given permission to do that at a young age. That was my favorite thing. I'll never forget that. I was an only child, and I was getting bullied at school, and I came home, and I was very upset. And my mom was like, why are you very upset? And I said, the guys at school are saying bad stuff. And I was crying. My mom was like, what did they say? I said, Mom, I don't want to say it. It's too gross. My mom was like, tell me what they said. And I said, okay, Mom. They said I fucked your mom. Yeah. And my mom looks at me. I'll never forget what she said. She looked right in my eyes and she goes, what? And that stuck with me. That stuck with me for a long time. She goes, you know that's not true, right? I said, I was hoping. I was hoping that wasn't true. And she goes, those kids are bullies, and I want you to know that you should go back into that school, and you should use your wit, and you should use the truth, and you could bully those kids. I give you permission to bully those kids. And so I walked into that fucking school the next day. I said, listen up, you little pieces of shit. My mom works a 40-hour work week. And she's going back to college. She's getting her degree at night. And you think, with your little 4'7" ass, you don't even have all of your teeth. You have t-ball practice. And you think you're fucking my mom? Maybe if a magic happens.